Hello and welcome everyone. This is Virginia Hampson. I'm a independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Today I want to show you a quick and easy way to make tassels. Now I have a friend in my Crazy Crafters team who is also my manager's office assistant, and she loves tassels. So I said to her, I will make a video on how to make your own. So these have been made from some of Stampin' Up's cotton twine thread. So these I prepared earlier, and I will also show you how to get them. See how they're nice and fluffy? How to get them fluffy. So what you're going to need is a piece of cardboard. So for these ones, I've got it 5 centimeters wide. Now the only reason I've got it this long, it's just over 18 centimeters, is because you can wind on 6 safely on the one card and make a half a dozen all at the same time. You'll need a sharp pair of scissors. Now I'm sorry, these are not Stampin' Up ones. They are Wiltshire Stay Sharps, which I've had for probably 30 years, but they are so sharp and they are only ever used for ribbon material and thread. So you can use your paper snips, but if they're at all blunt, they're not going to cut as crisply. You can get away with using, this is just a cheap ball of twine that I bought, I think from Kmart, and it's unbleached cotton. And that makes pretty good tassels as well. You can also make really fine ones like this one. Now this is where I'll be honest with you. This is not the first video I made to show you how to make these. The first video I made was making this one, but it was so fiddly and so annoying that I've started again. But trust me, you can make them out of really fine metallic thread, and this is the one that I use. Now I'm sorry, it's not Stampin' Up, and you can see that it used to be a really big spool. This used to be my mum's, along with this silver one that I've got. Now they make beautiful tassels, and if I'd had time to get it right, I would have wound a lot more onto the cardboard to make that nice and thick like these ones. Stampin' Up, probably if you have a look in the clearance rack or the retiring listing at the moment in my online store, you might be able to pick up some rose gold or this pink. And I'm not sure how this one will go. I'm going to have a bash at using this one. It seems to shred quite well. If you've got a fine tooth comb, that will come in handy at the end as well. So what I do, I'm going to use, this as a retired colour. I think it's Pool Party. Looks like Pool Party. So I'm just going to wind a bit off. And I'm going to start at this end, and I'm going to leave a piece out about the same, a little bit longer than how long my tassel's going to end up. So you wind it around the cardstock. Now I've wound it round, whoops, twice. Then that piece that's left, I'm just going to bring it over to the right so that it's quicker to wind on from there. Now don't pull it too tight when you're winding it on, or you'll find it hard to get it off the cardboard. So this is where you decide how thick and fluffy you want your tassel to be. So there's no scientific way of doing it, it's just wind it around the cardboard. Now when I get to, I think that's going to be enough, I will snip it off with my nice sharp scissors and leave around about the same length that I've left when I started. Sorry, I'm getting in a bit of a tangle here, so I'll just chop that off because you can trim it again later. Then what you'll do is I'm going to take this and tie it in a knot. Just a minute. I was hoping this wouldn't be bothersome, but it is. tied in a knot. So I've tied it in a knot there. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that extra long bit, that was the last bit, I'm going to push it through underneath the whole lot, and then I'm going to tie right up the very top. I'm going to tie it as tight as I can get it, and this is why I said to leave it a bit longer than what the finished tassel is going to be, because you'll see. Tie it nice and tight. Right, so you'll have a knot up the top there. Right, now this is where you can either do it while it's on the cardboard or pull it off and do it. And I've found doing it on the cardboard, it doesn't quite cut as evenly, so you can just slightly bend the cardboard, pull it off, and then get your nice sharp scissors. Oh, oops, that came undone. I'm going to have to wrap that around again and tie it. There you go. You get to see where you're doing stuff, warts and all. That was a bit dumb, wasn't it? So let me just pull that through and pull that back through there and tie it again. You really do need to tie that off up there, otherwise it will come unraveled. And there's nothing worse than an unraveled tassel. Okay, so there we go. Just bring it close to there. Nice and tight. Oh, I think this one's going to be a bit of a disaster like the gold one. Never mind. Never mind. It'll all come out in the wash. Right, so I've tied a double knot. Right, now this is where you will cut. So pull that tight, get your nice sharp scissors and put it through all those loops and cut just like that. That's the start of your tassel. All right, so holding on to that side, pull this and hold on to it like that. Grab your thread again, leave a long piece and then wrap it around the top. Whoop, like so, because this will form the top of your tassel there, like that. So wrap it around a few times, nice and tight as you can get it. Stops it from unraveling. Once you've got that how you want it, there's your end piece that you started with, tied in a really nice tight knot. Pull it as tight as you can. This holds all those little tassel pieces together. Maybe a double knot is safe. Okay, get that through there. Right, and if you pull it nice and tight, you're not going to see and cut it off the spool. Okay, so then if you pull it down like that, get your scissors, get this nice and smooth and trim off so that they're all the same length. Just like that. Now, this is the fun part. This is where you'll need that fine-tooth comb. I mean, and if you've got one that's even finer than this, that's even better. So lay it down flat on your desk and you start at the very ends. Don't try and start halfway up because it won't work. You'll get a nasty hot mess. So you start there, and can you see that? What this is doing is unraveling the thread. See that? And you just keep doing that until you've got it how you want it. Turn it over, then get all the pieces that are in that tassel. Like that. Now I've seen some that have been really fluffy like this, and someone has gone to the trouble of, they've gone right the way up to the knot, and then they have used their sewing and woven it, so it's got like a nice woven bit in there. But you know what, that's too much like hard work for me, so I'm just going to keep combing this through, or what they call teasing it. Turn it over and get the other side done. See how nice and fluffy that's coming? If you get a bit of a knot, go back to the start. There we go. Nearly done. Squish it that way so we can get this side. Now you'll end up probably with a bit of fluff on the comb, but that's okay. Just chuck it in the bin. There we go. Now, how easy was that? Right, so you want to make that neat and tidy at the end. So grab your scissors again and just give it a little trim, and you'll have a neat and tidy tassel. So I hope you like that. You can tie this little end bit in a knot so you've got something to hang it. But I hope that gives you an idea of how easy it is to make your own tassels, especially if you can't find ones that are in a colour that you really like. So thanks for watching and putting up with my umming and ahhing. Till next time, see you later. Happy stamping, colouring and creating. Bye.